right, yeah, this is PayPal from David, The Damned, another the Damned track. They have been fire so far, to be fair. This kind of a confusing title as well. Because it could be Curtain Call Live Whatever You Want, or it could be Curtain Call Live Whatever You Want. Like maybe yeah. Maybe that's the tour name, maybe that's the album name. It's kind of a confusing title. But yeah, let's go.
A bit of a banana-rama go-go. Definitely what I call the swinging 60s, and it goes very fast on shore, but only in straight lines. Bikes for sale, so's the group. Why don't you go and buy the Damned's latest album called Strawberries? And Damned album costs $3.99, and I'm sure the bike costs a lot more. In case you've never seen or heard my group before, you're about to. This is an 11-minute song, and it's called Curtain Call, and I think it's a bit of a masterpiece.
Can you taste the grit between your teeth? The heat of the lights, the crack of the whip, the snapping sound of someone's nerves. If you pay, you get what you deserve. Coming up from the deep, well, there's a chance it's scanned. The night obliterates the day, and all the fun begins. Shadowboxing with yourself just seems to get you nowhere. You don't want to cheat when playing solitaire. See faces come alive, try and focus and be one. Never let it be said that just comes undone. A reckless gambling pace with time enough to borrow, time enough to measure all of our tomorrows. Curtain call and lights grow dim, tragedy, love or lie within each player takes his chance to play, lives to fight another. A commander from a deep, there's a chance it's fair. childish dreams are soon outgrown. But here we stand in our theater land. Curtain call, about to fall. Enchanted skin. Night obliterates the day, and all the fun begins. Shadowboxing with yourself just seems to get you nowhere. You don't want to cheat when playing solitaire. Curtain calling, lights go dim, tragedy, love all out within. Each player takes his chance to play this to fight. Another day coming up from the knee. There's a chance it's dead. The night only will race the day, and all the fun begins.
It's Not Dead by
Yeah, I'm gonna say that, okay. I'm not gonna hear a word you say. Yes, I will. Take a look outside. Looks like the odds are on the side. Our country's just a more.
Yeah, that was what he said at the beginning, a masterpiece. That really was. That gave me vibes of so much stuff. Definitely a Jim Morrison influence on him. Only a little though. But definitely, especially when he said something about the lizard sheds its skin, I was thinking that's got to be a deliberate nod because he did give me Jim Morrison vibes. But yeah, I might say that these might be the best punk band. And I've heard way more Sex Pistols. There's only one album, but like Clash, way more Clash. We done quite a few of the Saints. I'll put Saints on that list too as pop groups because with this I could hear there's definitely a punk vibe. But I'd say this band might be one of the most influential on the next generation out of the punk era because it had that 80s kind of, yeah, your Gary Newmans and all that type of vibe. But then you had a vibe, like I say, definitely Jim Morrison, but you had a vibe of Genesis, um, and that type of band. Like, yeah, this was a real, um, a great. Basically, this was a masterpiece. It really was. The lyrics was great. What did he say? There's shadow boxing by yourself doesn't get you anywhere, and there's no point in cheating when you're playing solitaire or something along them lines. That's a great line. That is yeah, that's great lyrics. The whole song was great lyrics too, but also the level of, like, this is what I mean with punk. The whole thing of punk musicians can't play. I mean, even the Sex Pistols, they can play, but this band, like the piano break in there, um, but yeah, like as well, like using the synths and the kind of effects sound too. But the piano bit was great. The guitar solo was incredible. That whoever the guitar player is for this band, they are incredible. That was a great solo. That, like I say, that wasn't even a punk solo either. That, again, it was something that was like both, well, all three of its time, reminiscent of the past, and a prediction of the future and what was going to happen, all in that guitar solo. It had old style, a punk style. It had um, a more metal going into the kind of heavy metal world solo too. Great guitar solo. Yeah, this was a banger. This was a banger. Definitely, I can't think of a better word than what he's. I'm sure he said masterpiece, didn't he say? It's a masterpiece. I'd have to agree. I thought that was great. Way more than punk is too. Like I say, it's a bit like the Saints. I know the Saints get the thing of the original punk band, but the band's a bit. They're a lot more than just a punk band. There is a punk vibe to them, without a shadow of a doubt, and there's punk songs, but there's still they've got more to them. I think punk's a very specific and basic thing, and like with this band, The Damned, you can tell that they can play, that they really are musicians. Yeah, banger. That was great. That was great. That's the best one we've done from them. Um, but yeah, that's the reaction. Sweet.